Gracias por estar con nosotros en este programa llamado Sesiones. Mi nombre es Alejandro Franco y los invitados que les tengo el día de hoy son una banda de Londres, Inglaterra. Una banda que tuvieron un muy exitoso primer disco con el cual estuvieron girando alrededor del mundo a lo largo de 2 años. Y justamente en este periodo de 2 años empezaron a componer el segundo disco que están presentando pues a principios del año 2011. Y que además pues vamos a extraer algunos temas de ese disco. Ellos lo van a hacer y nos los van a presentar el día de hoy en esta sesión. Así es que nos la vamos a pasar muy bien, les doy la más cordial bienvenida y los dejo con White Lies.
Is this how your heart treats all strangers with love and affection? Then I feel weak and empty. I've got a sense of urgency. I gotta make this happen. No stone unturned. I've got a sense of urgency. I gotta make something happen. No stone unturned. I held your hand while you were sleeping. The whole night you gripped to mine, a grip that begged me to stay. Is this how your lips treat all strangers with love and affection? Then I feel cold and empty. I've got a sense of urgency. I gotta make this happen. No stone unturned. I've got a sense of urgency. I gotta make something happen. No stone unturned. Strangers don't hide. The morning hunts you down, but there's nothing stranger than to love someone. Strangers don't hide. The morning hunts you down, but there's nothing stranger than to love someone. I heard the water beat at your skin, a shower of discipline, as heavy as iron. And I imagine the hand that gripped mine, now gripping the gaps in the tiles, just holding on tight. I've got a sense of urgency. I've gotta make this happen. No stone unturned. said to lose my life or lose my love. That's the nightmare I've been running from. So let me hold you in my arms a while. I was always careless as a child, and there's a part of me that still believes my soul will soar above the trees. But a desperate fear flows through my blood, that our dead love's buried beneath the mud. Let's go together and die at the same time. Let's go together and die at the same time. He said, I've got no time, I have to go. And I was more right than I will ever know. He said, my heart is fable, mine's regrets, and left him crying next to the chapel steps. Let's go together and die at the same time. Let's go together and die at the same time. He said, let's go together and die at the same time. Let's go together and die at the same time. He said. To lose my life, to lose my love. That's the nightmare I've been running from. So let me hold you. Let's go together. Let's go and die at the same time. Let's go together. And die at the same time. He said, let's go together. And die at the same time. Let's go together. And die at the same time. You were writhing on the floor like a moth in molasses. Whoever taught you to move your body like that? 'Cause pimple gets vanished like some out-of-date acid. Whoever taught you to scream like that? Maybe someday I could move like you. I'm not looking for Holy Ghost. Maybe someday I could scream like you.
Seguimos en sesiones y está White Lies, como ya lo vieron aquí en la casa. Welcome you guys. Thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you very much for having us.
Well, how are you feeling in this Latin American tour? It's only Mexico, or are you visiting other places?
I believe we're going to experience more of Latin America later this year, but it's our first time in Mexico. Yeah.
But you have been playing like more than a year, or almost 2 years, I think, with the same album, actually.
Yeah, I think it's about 2 years, at least 18 months of playing, touring around the world, and I think Mexico is really the last main country for us to visit. We've been everywhere else, and so we're sort of finishing our first world tour, I suppose, with Mexico, which is really nice because we have a lot of new songs from our new album to play. Which you'll be hearing. So
it's a lot of people have never heard as well. So
yeah.
Mexico, although it's the last place we visit on the first record, will be the first place to hear quite a few of the new songs. So.
Yeah.
We have new songs on this special set.
Yeah.
Okay, I suppose because everybody says the same thing always, that having a wonderful and a really successful first album, the second one could be a challenge for you. Do you have any pressure, real pressure, or you are like trying to relax yourselves?
I think we definitely put pressure on ourselves. I think that's where most of the pressure came for us with the second album, and I think that pressure is good. I think it's healthy. I think it forces you to make a good record. I think the main pressure came from the fact that we wanted to achieve something that was better than the first, and that, as everyone would, but it's, it wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but because we worked so hard and because we worked so well together, I think it was, I think we've done that.
You were expecting this with the first album?
With the first album, we didn't really know what to expect. We'd never been in a situation where we have the opportunity to put out a whole record, a whole 10 tracks of White Lies. And I think everything that happened for the first record was really amazing, but not something that we were ever expecting to happen. And it's just been a really weird experience in a lot of ways. But it's just set us up so nicely for the second record. We now have fans in most countries around the world. We can go and play shows there, and that's you can't really ask for more than that, I don't think.
In London, in the UK scene and the UK music industry, they are always waiting for the next big thing, no? And you hit the number one there, and I imagine that suddenly you have all this media attention and all these gigs and all these festivals. I saw you a couple of times in Glastonbury. I saw you also in Coachella. Now I saw you in Mexico. So is that any difficult to deal with media, to deal with attention in order to stick to your music?
I think you have to, no matter how successful your music might be, still a lot of the attention that you get depends on the kind of people that you are, and your personalities either welcome that kind of attention and that contact from media and from people like that, or it politely pushes it away. And I think as people, we're more of the second type. So whilst our music may be, we're very lucky that our music is doing quite well and lots of people are hearing it and people want to talk to us about it. I think as people we're quite quiet, quite modest, and we don't go out looking for cameras and attention. So it's manageable for us, I think.
How do you receive this kind of comments and perceptions from the people comparing you with other bands as Joy Division or the other newer bands?
I think for a while it really bothered us, and we tried very hard to dissuade people from that. But I sort of don't really care anymore. I think people can think what they want about our music, but I think the main thing that annoys me about that is that those bands are quite focused on morbidity and gloominess and darkness, and I think that's something that we've definitely been associated with. However, I don't think our music actually lends itself to that side of life, at least not all the time. And so I think
because
I think there's
you
a lot
talk a lot about death and
but I think there's a lot of really uplifting moments in our songs and our albums, and I think people have brushed over that, skimmed past that, and just focused on the darker side of our music. But you know, people are entitled to their opinions. So.
It was very much about the first album as well, you know. We're sitting here now and our minds are very much in a different place as we were back then, you know, because we have a new record ready and we're very much looking forward to that coming out. We're thinking about those songs now, and I would be personally very surprised if we were to receive those kind of comparisons again on this record. I think, you know, there's many new influences and new styles and new ideas that we've explored, and I would be quite disappointed if people did not. I'm sure they have a new list of names, but I'm quite looking forward to that, to be honest. It's better than the same few.
As humans, we are always trying to compare, no? You
Yeah,
know,
of course.
to
We do
get
it.
the
We do it
idea,
as
the
well.
complete idea. And the way you sing and some lyrics makes me think about, I don't know, Joy Division. But I think maybe you're not like, I don't know, like a depressed guy. It's more like you are telling stories. And that's the thing I like with White Lies.
I think that's definitely fair enough, yeah. And I think everyone has loads of sides to their personalities. I think my job makes me very happy, and my life is pretty good. But inevitably, there's some things that are gonna happen in your life that aren't so great, and so you can still reflect that side of your personality and that side of your life in your music, I think.
Let me go to a commercial break and be right back. Vamos a un corte y regresamos con White Lies. Seguimos con White Lies aquí en Sesiones. Thanks a lot for being here again, guys. So you have this new album. Tell me more about it.
The album's called Ritual. We made the album in about 4 months, from when we first started writing to when we finished the last note of recording, and then obviously it was mixed and mastered after that. And I think it was just a process that overall we were really happy with after being on the road for 2 years, really intensively touring and not having any time or space to write and output anything creatively. Yeah. It was just like, it was a relief and a release for us to finally be able to write and record again. And that just made the whole process really enjoyable and very easy. And we felt very free to explore new things. And
was it a different approach to make an album with all this touring experience and with all these gigs all around the world?
Yeah, it was different. I mean, we're different people to the people that we were when we made the first record. I think we were, like Harry says, we were a lot more free in what we could do, because of the fact that over the last few years we've, you know, bought and listened to more music than ever before. So we have endless new influences and new ideas and inspirations and things like that. So inevitably, I think the record is a completely different thing from the first one.
Are you prepared? Are you ready for any result with the album?
I think so. We're very proud of it. We think it's a great step forward from the first record, and you know, we've already been playing some songs live for a few weeks, and they seem to be going down very well. People seem excited, you know, to hear more, and there's already, you know, bad videos on YouTube of us playing and stuff, and the reaction seems to be good already. But at the end of the day, you just have to be confident in the music, and I think the songs are better and the recordings are better, so you would hope that the result is better. Of course, it's not always the way, but then you just deal with it, and we'll be touring anyway. You know, there's going to be someone wants to hear it, so we'll go and play it around the world, hopefully anyway, and then make another one. But I think it's going to really, really impress and surprise a lot of people.
And what about the new lyrics? Because in the first one you have like these Western stories, like Greek tragedies, and this amazing way to tell things such as love stories, or this guy that bet his woman for a lot of money and blah, blah, blah. So what about the new lyrics?
I think actually this time is less stories. It's more, you know, personal experiences, but not necessarily told in a narrative way, in more kind of sort of expressive and just maybe sometimes poetic way, I don't know. But I think the subject matter is different. It's more about real people, less about first album there was a lot of fear and worry, and this time it's not necessarily more hopeful, but it's more confident in what it's talking about. I think, I'm very happy. I think it's good.
You write all the lyrics?
Yeah.
Okay. And then for you, is it difficult to interpretate the stories?
No, not really.
You take the personality of a character.
I just sort of read the lyrics and I just sing how I think they should be sung, and if I get them wrong, then Charles tells me so.
And how is the creative process with the music? Do you first write the songs and then you put all the music together, or is it at the same time? How do you work?
I think this time round, Charles wrote most of the lyrics because we had like 2 or 3 months in between when we finished intensively touring and then when we started writing the record. So pretty much, I'd say 95% of the lyrics were written in that 3-month period, and then we sort of just started to put them to music. Obviously edited them here and there, but mostly they are as they were written and as they were intended.
So what do you think about this new way to have access to the content, to the music, to the films, to the TV, to be on the road and have the opportunity to buy an album or to buy a movie or a TV series?
I think iTunes is definitely our savior, or websites like it.
Yeah.
It's so easy to buy music on there, and like it's actually dangerously easy. I spend loads of money on there.
Do you still buying complete albums, or?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't think
or
I've
only songs.
I don't think I
maybe?
ever buy singles. In fact, singles I do download usually on blogs or somewhere and try and find them. But if I like a single, then I'll buy the whole record.
Physic copies. I mean, like.
I don't use iTunes as much personally. I buy.
Prefer to buy the.
Yeah,
the
I
album.
like to have it and be able to listen to
Hard
it
copy.
at home on my hi-fi and things. So I usually buy albums on CD, or sometimes order them.
I tend to buy music on iTunes, and if I really like it, I'll get it on vinyl. Or if there's like a special edition to CD, I'll get that. But
Do you have your own editions on vinyl?
Yeah.
White Lies.
Yeah.
And does it sell a lot?
Sells surprisingly well, actually, because there's still, there's not as many as there used to be. There's still a few lovely people out there in the world who want to spend 20 UK pounds on a big piece of vinyl. Yeah, it's cool. I love it. I think it's the best way to get, things like the artwork to look great. On vinyl, it always looks better than on a CD. It's the best way to include interesting content. You can put anything in a big vinyl case. It's for us on the first album. We had a lot of fun putting together something that would be really, just really enjoyable for our fans who wanted to spend that money, because it has to be worth it. But I'm still into it. I still buy vinyl.
Are you in real contact with your fans through social networks?
We're not so good at social networks, to be honest.
We're not Facebook, any of you?
Well, we have a White Lies Facebook, which is open and which our record label uses to let fans know about.
Not personal.
No. And Twitter as well, for example, is something that people have been encouraging us to use. But I think we all feel it's a bit too much of an invasion of privacy, or just too boring even. I sometimes read people's Twitters and I think, why are you telling me this? I don't need to know this stuff. Yeah. So for us, it's not something we've done yet. We might start one day soon, but who knows?
I'm quite scared of someone stalking me on the internet, so I have nothing. I have no internet presence at all. I have an iTunes account. That's about it.
What about you?
No, not really. I think it's what we were talking about earlier. About saying how you deal with the media and attention from the music, and actually you're walking.
You never know who's watching.
You're walking
into.
I think you're walking into a trap if you start using the internet as a tool to communicate with strangers. I think those strangers could be the media. You never know, and then suddenly you're welcoming in all this kind of attention to your personal life. And I think we're a band, and the music
in the UK that's very common with the bands that are growing up. It's like they're like the gossip are always chasing.
I don't know about bands anymore. It's not particularly cool to be in a band in the UK anymore. It's all about female singers and stuff. That's what they like, and they love. Yeah, that's a celebrity thing. Florence and the Machine and LaRue and all those people who are obviously great musicians, but they definitely welcome celebrity status, whereas, we see ourselves as three people that are in some ways useless without each other. The White Lies is when three people come together, and it's not about, the individuals and what we're about. It's, it's the collective output. So it doesn't make much sense for us to tell people what I just ate for lunch.
I respect that. I think that's the real attitude for a band, and thanks a lot for being again
Thank you.
on the show.
Thank you.
Well, could you play more for us, please?
Of course.
Indeed.
Bueno,
Yes.
Seguimos con White Lies aquí en Sesiones.
I love the feeling when we lift off, watching the world so small below. I love the dreaming when I think of the safety in the clouds out my window. Wonder what keeps us so high. Could there be love beneath these trees? If we suddenly fall, should I scream out? Or keep very quiet and cling to my mouth as I'm crying? I'm frightened of dying. Relax, yes, I'm trying, but fear's got a hold on. Yes, this fear's got a hold on. Yes, this fear's got a hold on me. I love the quiet of the night time, when the sun is drowned in a deathly sea. I can feel my heart beating as the speed from the sense of time catching up with me. The sky set out like a pathway, but who decides which road we take? Those people drift into a dream world. I close my eyes as my hands shake, and when I see a new day, who's driving this anyway? I picture my own grave, 'cause fear's got a hold on. Yes, this fear's got a hold on. Yes, this fear's got a hold on me. Yes, this fear's got a hold on me. Yes, this fear's got a hold on me. Floating neither up or down, I wonder when I hit the ground, will the earth beneath my body shake and cast your sleeping hearts away? Could it tremble stars from moonlit skies? Could it drag a tear from your cold eyes? I live on the right side and sleep on the left. That's why everything has gotta be love or death. Yes, this fear's got a hold on me. Yes, this fear's got a hold on me.
Estamos llegando ya al final del programa del día de hoy. Esto es exactamente lo que ocurre cuando una banda tiene la oportunidad de recorrer el mundo y tocar en muchas partes. Adquieren estas habilidades especiales, casi de superhéroes, para tocar de la manera en que toca esta banda inglesa que tuvimos el día de hoy con nosotros. Como dato cultural, apenas los integrantes de la banda, los que vieron en la entrevista, apenas rebasan los 22 años. El nuevo disco se llama Ritual y se los recomiendo muchísimo. Mi nombre es Alejandro Franco y los dejo de nueva cuenta con White Lies. Hasta la próxima.
You took the tunnel route home. You've never taken that way with me before. Did you feel the need for change? Apologies on your fingernails. Love flickered in the city of lights, like intermittent radio waves. I don't need your tears. I don't want your love. I just gotta get home. And I feel like I'm breaking up, and I want it to stay. Headlights on the hillside, don't take me this way. I don't want you to hold me, I want you to pray. This is bigger than all. You went where the horses cry. You've never taken that way with me before. Did you feel the need for change? Guilt slid across your lips. I was tired and cold from the window. You're tired, nothing's changed.